She appears to be the sixth victim of a serial killer. The same type of wound to the stomach with insides spilled out. No forced entry, so it's safe to assume she knew the attacker just like the others. The murder weapon was not found in the house. These guys are searching the backyard currently and dusting for fingerprints. There seems to be shoe prints in the blood, though. Any ID on the body? Not yet. There's no ID, driver's license, or purse in the home. The attacker might have taken her car, if she had one. There aren't any keys in the house. All right. Let's see if a family member will call in after the news runs, I said. Okay. You plan on taking another look inside? He asked. Nah, I can't handle it today. You got this one, right? Yep. I'll loop you in when I need you. Sounds good. I put on my sunglasses and headed for my car. The residents of Sand Cove thought they were so perfect because they had the perfect scenery, perfect houses on a secluded beach, perfect jobs that created wealth, and perfect weather. They were far from perfect, however, but there wasn't anything I could do without hard evidence. I took another look at the road to Sand Cove and I shuddered. Then I made a U-turn and headed toward the highway.
Chapter 1. Tahira. Dressed in a sheer white wedding gown, I ran down the long hallway of a cathedral with my hands holding up my dress in bunches with my heart racing. The hall seemed endless with each stride, and it felt like I was never going to make it. I was late to my own wedding, and I wondered if Alonzo was stressing. I was sure he thought I had changed my mind. I would never change my mind about being his wife, but I had cold feet. My mom told me to focus on my love for him, and not what others would think about me getting married so quickly after my husband was murdered. I was starting to sweat, and I was afraid that the hours of makeup would be ruined if I didn't slow down. Beautiful organ music played as a choir sang in the far distance, and I felt excited. This was my day, and I had nothing to be afraid of. I was going to marry Alonzo, the man of my dreams. He showed me that his love was perfect, and the way that he loved me wasn't some dreamy fairy tale. Alonzo was everything I never imagined. He was an alpha male who always knew what he wanted and when he wanted it. Alonzo was all about his love and protection for me, and I felt safe. I felt secure. These were things I had never felt with my deceased husband, Luca. Alonzo was confident and poised in the most inconvenient situations, and I was going to be his wife. Out of breath, I finally came to the pair of oversized wooden double doors. I hesitated for a few seconds, trying to regain my composure as I wiped my face and touched my hair that was pulled into an updo. I closed my eyes before hurling the heavy double doors open. I slowly opened my eyes to see 200 sitting guests turning my way. I instantly stopped breathing, and my knees started to tremble, as if I could hear Alonzo's voice telling me to focus on him. I looked past the guests to meet his worried expression. He suddenly looked relieved that I didn't stand him up at the altar. He nervously smiled my way. His brother, Alistair, patted him on the back with an identical grin. I stepped inside of the cathedral, feeling my stomach swirl, but I refused to take my eyes off Alonzo. His deep brown eyes, his golden skin, that handsome grin, and shadow beard made my heart skip a few beats. The butterflies in my stomach moved, and although I felt like I was going to faint from all my emotions, I took in another deep breath through my nose and exhaled. As soon as I took 2 steps down the aisle, the door slammed shut behind me. Startled, I jumped, looking behind me to see who would slam the door that way, but no one was there. The room suddenly spun around, and all the guests disappeared into thin air. Speechless, I looked at Alonzo. He didn't seem to notice.